everybody and welcome to the channel. Bob Sales this time's next year. So I was a bit disappointed with the Peter Pan drop. Obviously there's no Peter Pan, it's more like Tinkerbells. So with that being said, let's get into the drop details because I wasn't going to spend 8 hours doing a history for Peter Pan, even though it's just Tinkerbell. So veve are releasing 3 digital collectible Tinkerbells. This of course is on the 2nd of September, 8 AM PT, which of course is 4 PM UK time. This will be waitlist blind box format. Drop price will be 40 gems or $40 real money. First available mint for sale is going to be 41, and a total of 90 editions will be withheld by veve and a licensed source. So first, let's take a look at the rarities. So we have the Toadstool Tinkerbell. This is classed as a rare and will be mint in 2,493 editions. Next is the Tinkerbell Trapper. This one is in the lantern and will be animated with sound. This will be the ultra rare variant, and this will be mint in 1,953 editions. So with that being said, this is the only one animated with sound, so let's play that animation now. Last but not least, the secret rare, a darling on the block. This one will be mint in 853 editions, which is a lot better rarity wise. This drop of course will also include the 4th pencil. This will be airdropped the 11th of September. You will get this free for participating in the drop. Of course, remember it is 1 pencil per series. So if you buy 3 collectibles on this series, you're only going to get 1 pencil. So remember that. Obviously the pencil is going to be used to craft the animation studio desk. And of course, I did show in one of my other videos, that is actually a real world thing, and it's sold at auction for $14,000. So my thoughts on the drop. When veve said Peter Pan, I expected a Peter Pan. Hook, maybe Tinkerbell. I didn't expect 3 collectibles of Tinkerbell, especially only 1 animated. Others probably would have been better animated. But I do kind of like the animated one. So this drop is the first of the 5 to actually drop the ball, in my opinion. It really does worry me for the Aladdin, like my collectibles said, because I really hope we don't get a blue Will Smith. So obviously the collectibles themselves, it's never great to have 3 poses as the same collectible. That never goes down well on veve, and it's a lost opportunity to add to the other characters. The collectibles themselves look to me more like the 2008 films. Like I said in yesterday's video, they do actually look like Tinkerbell films. And I believe there's like 6 or 7 of them film series on Disney Plus. If you go and take a look at that, you can tell by the rounded faces, that's why it reminds me of that collectible. Well, that item, should we say, that program. But even then, it's not exactly like it. It still looks a bit worse than the ones on the Disney Plus channel, for instance. So the animation itself is not great. Tinkerbell itself is actually stale, does not move whatsoever. And it's essentially just dust floating around the cage. I mean, I do like that one. I do like the sound. The sound is nice and fairy tale-y. So I do really like that. I don't know whether that's a word or not, but I do like that. And I am going to con that word. But yeah, I do like the sound on that one, but the animation does let it down. Now, we do realise we get the pencils with this. So even though it's got high editions and it may struggle, we do get the pencils. So worst case, the pencil is going to be worth 20 gems. I think the least amount I've seen them sell for so far is 25 gems. So I don't think it will go under 25 gems, although if it gets to 20, it's 20 gems, right? So we'll say 20 gems. So the drop is essentially costing you 20 gems, right, to go for. So now ask yourself one question. Looking at the collectibles themselves, are they worth 20 gems to you? To flip or to collect, are they worth 20 gems to you? So for me, if you get the common, worst case, it's probably going to be 15 gems. I mean, if it goes to 10 gems, then you've lost 10 gems. But that's only if you sell it. So obviously the secret rare is going to do a lot better with the editions being 850 something or 60 something or whatever I said. I don't see it going too high. You got to think that we do have secret rares in the app that are 250 editions, some less than that now, and they're not doing very well. Some of them are 40 gems. So just because there's 800 editions don't mean this thing's going to moon. I'm going to go for this because I am going for the desk. I do want one of the pencils. I do believe the pencil is going to be worth 20 to 25 gems. So essentially you're buying this drop for 20 gems. If you get the decent rarity or not is if you're going to win. If you get the common, you got to be happy to keep that, in my opinion, to go for this drop. So as always, I've been your host, Bob Sales. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace.
Oh, Shadow.
Ew, ew, ew. Get him off, get him off, get him off! Get him off!
Wait a minute. Do you realize what this means?
Oh my gosh. Serena switched our heads!